My name is Tammy Go. My journey started years ago when I was first invited to run for clean water. I had no idea that millions of people in this world had lack access to clean water. So I said yes to the invitation, and it actually turned out to be a pivotal part of my life where I started turning my focus towards the world around me, and I noticed that there's a lot of hurting people out there. So a couple years after that, I'm scrolling through Facebook and I find this class called When Helping Hurts. And I thought that was kind of a weird title, but what really got me about that was the book had a picture of a water faucet running into a bucket. And something about my connection with water over the previous few years, I was like, I need to take that class. And I really think looking back, that was a Holy Spirit moment, because something drew me to the picture on that book, and I just knew I needed to take that class. So I signed up. And when I get to the class, little did I know that it had nothing to do with clean water. It was actually a foundational class for a mentoring program, which is something I had never thought about before. But I'm a people person, so it was like, okay, yeah, that's something that I think I would like to do. So the big takeaway from that class, it was a wonderful class, but the big takeaway was that we are all broken, and that it's only through relationships that we get to know one another, we get to learn about ourselves, we get to discover our purpose and what God has planned for us, for our lives. So that was pretty exciting. One of the things about faith and finance is they take something we all can relate to, our money, and they explore the influence that has on our lives. And it's quite extraordinary. Once we discover that we do have resources, we have gifts and abilities and talents, we have all these resources, we get this striving to be better stewards of that. And that's really where it all begins, to recognize what we have, not what we don't have, but what we have, and make a good use of that, and that's where the journey begins. So another thing they talk about in faith and finance is our human tendency to be selfish. And that is another huge part of this journey, because we need to acknowledge that and understand that if God is using us to be instruments in this world, and we are to accomplish His will in this world, then we have to have that balance in our life, that balance in everything, including our finances, and strive to make the world a better place, and that's going to be through relationships. So my journey started with clean water, introducing to a mentoring program, and now a faith and finance facilitator. That is so exciting, because when I think about that journey and that we can all grow, all of us grow in our faith and discover all the good things that God has for us, it's just so exciting, because He is making all things new.